Hello, everybody. This is Project Group 12's project presentation on a restaurant recipe database that we created. So for the business summary, this is a recipe management app that's designed to help restaurant chains and food businesses manage their recipes efficiently. It helps organize recipes, ingredients, and chefs, allowing for easy tracking and assignment. With a focus on maintaining structured data, the app ensures chefs have the right access to create and update recipes, making it easier to maintain consistency and quality. For business rules, a recipe must have at least one ingredient. A recipe can be associated with multiple chefs. Each ingredient in a recipe must be unique. Each recipe must belong to a category, and recipes must have a valid cooking time. This is the ERD that we created. As you can see, it has mainly recipes with the uh, primary key recipe ID and then the foreign key category ID. And that's linked to ingredients through this bridge entity recipe ingredients. And I also used a bridge entity to connect recipes and chefs and recipes and categories are also connected. This is some sample data. This is from a spreadsheet that I created. You can see the tables here, ingredient and their primary key, and then also the table for recipe ingredients and its foreign keys. And then here's the one for recipe chefs, chef and recipe. Here's some of the SQL. This is the query to actually create the tables, recipes, ingredients, and the bridge entity recipe ingredients. And then these are the insert queries to insert these values into the tables. Uh, I'm missing something here. For normalization, originally the data was not 3NF, so I had to reorganize the data because I had repeating groups. So I needed to create additional tables, the bridge tables, to represent the ideas. And first, I had to make the data 1NF, which is a table format with no repeating groups and the primary key identified. And then after that, 2NF, which is 1NF plus no partial dependencies. And partial dependencies are dependent on part of the primary key. And then finally, 3NF, which is 2NF with no transitive dependencies. And transitive dependencies are dependent on something that's not the primary key. So eventually, I did achieve third normal form. The recipe schema uses normalized design to handle repetition by separating data into related tables and linking them through foreign keys. And ingredients are stored uniquely in the ingredients table, and their association with recipes is managed in the recipe ingredients table. This junction table or bridge table allows the same ingredient to be reused across multiple recipes without duplication, storing the quantity and unit for each specific use. Also, the schema uses a recipe chefs table to manage the relationship between chefs and recipes, ensuring a chef can cook multiple recipes and a recipe can be associated with multiple chefs. Categories are also stored uniquely in the categories table and referenced in the recipes table via a foreign key, preventing repetition of category names. And this design eliminates redundancy and ensures data consistency and makes the schema scalable. So any new recipe or ingredient or chef can be added without duplicating existing data, making it easy to manage and update information. So for reflection, the bridge entities are really good for modeling the many-to-many relationships because they act as intermediaries between the two tables. So it allows entities to associate with each other that would normally have a many-to-many relationship. And normalization worked really well to help reduce redundancy and maintain integrity. And also, there could be some optimization performed. This query, for instance, um, as the database grows, the query uh, can basically just get slower as it has to deal with more data. So indexing can speed that up. In this case, we would want to index what's inside of the where clause. So we created an index on the ingredient name column, uh, and the database will be able to locate the rows in the ingredients table much faster that way. All right, that's it. Thank you very much.